Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Now folks, I want you to imagine the scene. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and this year the NFC West has something that could really shake things up. You know, the San Francisco 49ers, always at the forefront of competition, are facing some interesting developments. The latest buzz isn't just about draft picks or coaching strategies, no. It's about a potential blockbuster move involving a player that could change the course of their season. And I'm talking about Jahan Dotson, the young wide receiver who's been showing flashes of brilliance, but up until now hasn't quite reached his full potential at the NFL level. Picture this. The Philadelphia Eagles, a team that's been aggressive in their roster moves, just made a surprising trade. They went out and acquired John Mechie from the Houston Texans. Now, this move by the Eagles isn't just about adding another receiver to the mix, it's a signal. It seems like they're positioning themselves for something bigger, possibly signaling that Jahan Dotson, who's been somewhat in the shadows, could be on the move. The Eagles already have A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, both of whom are elite options, so adding Mechie just shows how aggressive they're being. But here's where it gets even more interesting for the 49ers, because the potential trade target in this whole scenario is none other than Jahan Dotson himself. Now, why would the 49ers be interested? Well, let's take a quick look at their current situation. The wide receiver room for San Francisco has taken some hits even before the season officially kicks off. Brandon Ayuk, who's been a key piece of their offense, is expected to miss the start of the season. The team has been tight-lipped about his timetable, but it's clear that his absence will be felt early on. Ayuk's speed and ability to make plays downfield are vital for the Niners' offensive scheme, especially with the way they want to stretch defenses. Then, there's John Jennings, who's been a dependable presence, but he's battling a lingering calf injury that has kept him out of practice since late July. Injuries have become a concern for the team, and it's only preseason, folks. The Niners are no strangers to managing injuries, but this isn't exactly what you want heading into the season. Jacob Cowing, a promising young receiver, is also sidelined with a hamstring injury, and Jordan Watkins, another potential contributor, is out with a high ankle sprain. So when you look at all these injuries piling up in the receiver room, it's clear that the 49ers are feeling the pinch. They need reinforcements, and quick. That's why the rumors of them being interested in trading for someone like John Mechie back in the offseason have gained traction. But Mechie isn't the only name on their radar. With the Eagles making it known that they're open to parting ways with Jahan Dotson, it opens a door for the 49ers to strike. And let me tell you, Dotson is one of those intriguing young receivers with upside. He's had a decent start to his NFL career, with over 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns across his first 3 seasons. But what's exciting about him is the potential that's still largely untapped, and with a fresh start, perhaps in San Francisco, he could really blossom. Now, let's put this into perspective. When the Commanders traded Jahan Dotson to the Eagles, it was seen as a move to add a versatile receiver with big play ability, but it also delayed his development. Being the WR3 in Philadelphia wasn't exactly the ideal scenario for him to truly showcase what he can do. But on the 49ers, with Ayuk expected to miss those first few weeks, Dotson could step into a much more prominent role. This is a team that loves to deploy multiple receivers, and with his speed and playmaking ability, he could be a perfect fit to provide stability and a reliable target early in the season. The potential target share he could get in San Francisco could be a game-changer for his career. And for the team, it's a low-risk, high-reward move. Let's break down his stats, a bit more for those who aren't fully familiar. Over his 3 seasons, Jahan Dotson has accumulated 257 receiving yards and scored 11 touchdowns on 103 receptions. Those numbers might not seem staggering compared to some of the league's top receivers, but they're promising for a young guy still finding his rhythm. The key here is his upside, athletically gifted, with the ability to make contested catches and stretch the field. His speed is a real weapon, and if he gets the right opportunity, especially with the way the 49ers like to scheme their offense, he could become a major factor. Now you might be asking, why would the 49ers go for Jahan Dotson instead of sticking with the players they already have? Well, it's about depth, versatility, and future potential. Brandon Ayuk, as talented as he is, has had injury concerns, and Jahan Jennings, while dependable, isn't exactly a game-changer in the same way. Jacob Cowing and Jordan Watkins are still unproven, and injuries are an unpredictable factor. Adding Dotson would give San Francisco a dynamic weapon who can contribute both in the short and deep game, helping to diversify their offensive attack. Plus, with the team's focus on maximizing their offensive scheme, a player like Dotson, with his speed and agility, could be a perfect complement to their existing weapons. Looking ahead, the 49ers are entering a season where expectations are sky-high. They've been one of the most consistent teams over the past few years, making deep playoff runs and establishing themselves as a true powerhouse in the NFC. But every team faces challenges, and injuries or not, they need to adapt quickly. If they manage to acquire Jahan Dotson, it could be just the boost they need to stay ahead of the competition. His ability to stretch the field and make plays in clutch situations is exactly what the team needs to keep defenses honest. And with the NFC West being so competitive, teams like the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals all looking to make their mark, the 49ers can't afford to fall behind. Of course, all of this is speculation for now. The NFL trade deadline isn't until later in the season, and a lot can happen until then. But the signs are pointing toward the 49ers exploring this possibility. Whether it's a straight-up trade or a package deal, the goal is clear. They want to strengthen their receiving core, especially early in the season, to ensure they can compete at the highest level. And if Jahan Dotson becomes available, I wouldn't be surprised if San Francisco makes a serious push to bring him in. His talent, combined with the team's offensive system and their need for depth, makes this a move that could pay huge dividends. And let's not forget, the 49ers are always looking for ways to improve and adapt. They've built a culture of winning, and their front office, led by John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, isn't afraid to make bold moves when needed. They've shown that they're willing to trade, sign, or develop players to keep their championship window open. So, if the opportunity to add a young, talented receiver like Jahan Dotson presents itself, I think they'll seriously consider it. It's all about seizing the moment and making sure they stay ahead of their rivals in what's shaping up to be an incredibly competitive NFC. Now, I want you to keep in mind that this potential move isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about adding a player who can grow within their system, who has the speed and playmaking ability that can change the outcome of games. For San Francisco fans, this is a really exciting prospect. It's about building a team that's not just good on paper, but has the dynamic weapons to win big in January and February. The NFC is tough, no doubt about it, but with a move like this, the 49ers could be even more formidable than last season, pushing their Super Bowl aspirations even higher. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Jahan Dotson would be a perfect fit for the team? Are you excited about the possibility of him joining the squad, especially with Ayuk and Jennings dealing with injuries? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Remember, this is a community, and your insights help us all stay informed and engaged. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come for the 49ers in 2025. Keep the faith, stay passionate, and let's see how this story unfolds in the weeks ahead.